I suppose by a combination of events and accident, really. We are a software house. We're focused on the insurance industry, and my original background is in big tech in terms of working for big California software houses. I then moved into e-commerce, really nowhere near insurance, and then ended up getting involved in insurance and got fascinated by the combination of insurance and e-trading, frankly, because it wasn't really doing it, and saw that as an opportunity. So that's a 25-year, 5-minute response to the question, really. But I got into it, involved in it a little bit by accident, but mainly fascinated and driven by the fact that the opportunity is enormous and is relatively untapped as of today. Well, I think one of the main drivers these days is consumer behavior. Consumer behavior drives everything. Yeah. So, one of the favorite quotes that I have is from Sir Terry Leahy, who was the CEO of Tesco's many years ago, arguably the most successful. And he said, if the customer moves, you've got to move with them. And it's such a powerful statement. And if you look at insurance, particularly around SME and business insurance online, they're using gadgets, they're using mobile phones, and they want to interact with the people they work with through mobile phones. So the simple answer to your question, Jamaine, is the customers are moving, the customers are going online, and the insurance industry has to respond to that and has to follow them, because if it doesn't, it's going to get disrupted, and that's the reality. So that's the big difference, really. We're trying to help those insurance businesses, or those businesses that want to sell insurance, to do it digitally in a way that the customer wants them to provide that service.
Excellent. And that leads me on to the next topic, of course, then. So I understand you provide a purpose-designed insurance software which can be used, I guess, in a variety of contexts. Talk to me about that. I'm interested to know who currently benefits from it, and who could potentially benefit from that sort of service.
Yeah, well, there are really a number of ways that you can digitize insurance. The first one is what, let's call it B2B. So this is where insurance companies and MGAs are encouraging insurance brokers to interact with them digitally. And that's actually been happening now for a number of years, but a 2.0 iteration of that, I think, is emerging, where the products that are provided are more agile, where the products are more customized, and schemes designed specifically for specialist insurance distribution. So we work very closely with the insurance industry to automate, systematize on a B2B basis the trading of insurance, but then going beyond that, helping those that want to sell directly to customers via a website, via a digital proposition, so that the customer can self-serve and interact themselves. So we help those that are wanting to digitize B2B and those that want to digitize B2B to C, if you see what I mean. And that creates really interesting and new opportunities, because we're starting to see a lot of brands and businesses come into the insurance sector that aren't currently traditionally selling insurance, because there are lots of digital brands out there that have lots of relationships with customers through their digital propositions. Why can't they cross-sell insurance to them? So what we're doing is we're working with anybody that wants to sell insurance products digitally and systematically, automatically to their customers. That's really what we're about, because there's far too much manual processing and frictional cost in the model at the moment.
That's fantastic. And I suppose that so long as you have customers, essentially there's no, with the digital infrastructure and the platform, essentially there's no, I can't see any reason why you can't then cross-sell insurance products and be insured.
Digital technologies breaks down barriers. It essentially opens up opportunities, which is both a threat and an opportunity to the insurance industry. Think about it. If they don't provide these services to those customers will get it from somewhere else. That's what people do. Absolutely. So in that respect, we're seeing some really fascinating and interesting trends happen in the marketplace. And I think we're going to see insurance distribution via businesses and via brands that currently don't do it and currently are not associated with it. And the answer is, why wouldn't they? Yeah. So in that respect, it's these are exciting, interesting, and challenging times. And as I say, our customers, we're trying to work with the insurance industry to help them become more relevant and appropriate and efficient as far as those customers are concerned. But we're also helping those that want to come in and get a piece of the action. We partner with, gosh, a lot of companies. It depends what you mean by a partner. So we've got, interesting customers that are, going into the digital journey and going on that digital journey. So there are a number of insurance brokers we've partnered with. You've mentioned a couple there, but we also work with a number of organisations to provide more off-the-shelf services. So we're working with a number. Technology is our area of focus is e-commerce, and within that, customer self-service. So our job is about taking the complexity of the insurance industry and putting it in the hands of a consumer, so he's got a fighting chance of using it, understanding what he's using, and buying something from it. So if you like, it's a bit like the tip of the iceberg. And so our secret sauce is the customer and the customer journey and the customer experience, and that is using mobile increasingly these days. So you've got to be putting a mobile first solution out there. There are things, though, there's plenty of things we're not good at. Expanding that partner network, and internationalization, that will come at some stage for us, but right now it's just about focused on the customers that we've got it's going to be a big growth year for us, 2021. Beyond that, you start to crystal ball gaze, really, aren't you? If somebody said to you 12 months ago, what would 2020 look like? You wouldn't have got it right, would you?
Surely, definitely not.
You wouldn't have got it right. So, we've got medium to long-term plans as far as the tech stack's concerned, as far as further improvements in functionality and scalability, extensibility, to the changing circumstances. But we're going to have a incredible series of big brand announcements over 2021. So watch this space. It's going to be a roller coaster year.
Brilliant. I guess another part of that question would be, where do you anticipate the customer would be, or what, in terms of their behaviour? How do you think it will change? What direction do you see us heading into in the near future? Let's say in the next 5 years, and what potential solutions can you provide to new behaviours?
Yeah, we kind of started the conversation on this, but it's all about digital. It's all about digitization. It's all about consumer self-service. It's all about empowering the customer to access products in a shape and form that they want. So you're going to see more usage-based products out there. You're going to see more verticalized products, all digitally served up as far as the customer's concerned. So everything is about that dash to digital, but also combining that, perhaps this is going to sound a bit of a contradiction, I hope it doesn't, but supporting that digital first solution with omni-channel capabilities. Because everybody says to me, oh, insurance is great because it's face-to-face is best and all those sorts of things, but it's about serving the customer in the way that they want. They want to start online. They might not finish online, but they want to start online. And in that respect, it's about empowering those customers. I think you're going to see increased self-service, automation, digitization, customization of products, but you're also going to see major new brands. You're going to see major new entrance into this market. There's going to be a lot of people buying a lot of insurance from companies that do not currently sell it today in the next 5 years. And I think we're going to see a major shift in some of the distribution dynamics in the insurance industry. InsurTech's going to do some of that, but I think a lot of new aggressive digitally aware brands are going to come into the marketplace over the next 5 years. And I think that's